Lieutenant, your kobolds are already dead. No, this is
Kobolds are coming from inside the house.
but who was kobold? No, I think the last time we played, you guys went from the kobold warren into the little room behind the kobold warren. You moved the barricade out of the way, and you found the big sarcophagus. And it said, "Here's the final resting place of the great warrior Brogar." And then
Then we got licked by a box instead of the other way around.
Yes, you got licked by a box. And so now it is Snow's turn. Snow, you were out in the kobold warren with Nas watching the party's back. But it's your turn. You're at the top of the order. Rack and Lenora will be next. Someone decide who's going to play Rack tonight, since David's out.
I don't see any enemies on my map.
The box is an enemy. It's if you zoom in, it's got teeth and a tongue. And it's oh, yeah.
So this is an enemy off my DM bucket list. It's called a mimic. And any of you guys who want to know more about mimics can just go ahead and ask, but I'm not going to belabor the point.
I assume they can look like anything.
Well,
almost anything.
They really like looking like treasure chests.
Yeah. It's easy. It's sort of a nice squarish polygon shape. Fits nicely in the grid squares.
And people tend to come to you.
Yeah.
Well, this is difficult because I'm not 100% sure of what is happening right now, and I kill things.
Yeah.
So, let's do this.
Okay. 4, 5. Do you have a move of 6 or 5?
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I can see a way for you to get to the mimic in 6 squares of movement.
Excellent. Should have done that first, but thank you for looking out. That's what I meant.
So the one thing that I think is in the way is that sarcophagus that is easily waist high.
I'm gonna jump over it.
Heck yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Snow.
Yeah.
Totally do the car hood slide.
Yes. I thought that went without saying.
We're gonna freeze frame right as you're sliding feet first across the thing.
Well, then the camera has to pan around.
Right, and then the camera pans around to the mimic. We freeze frame, and right before we go to commercial, Willie Nelson says, "Right about then, them adventures knew they was."
Yes, a show I had to sneak and watch as a child.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that you snuck and watched it.
I did. Loved it. It did not go over well.
All right, give me that athletics check.
Absolutely.
Let's see you car hood slide right across this.
That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah.
Meant to.
Also, really, really quick, Noah, Coraline loves the 2 books that you gave us.
Where is my
Awesome.
character sheet?
I will let Carly know. That's awesome.
Sorry, I'm looking for my... There we go. No, I don't want basic rolls. I want the whole sheet. Where's my sheet? There we
If you
go.
select your token, you should have a choice of stuff.
Yeah, I see it now. Athletics.
When selecting the token works.
No.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just pretend this is faster than it is. No. No. There's a song for everything. Da, 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 da. Here we go.
Actually, I
And
think more appropriate for this is da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. Because it's a dungeon.
did it work?
I heard a food.
Athletics check? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right, I see one.
Excellent.
An 11.
Mm,
11.
yeah,
You have an awfully high bonus.
I do. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't seem like enough.
Where do you think Snow ends up instead?
Stuck on the top of the thing.
Yeah, the friction is too.
Yeah.
Not marble. It's like rough stone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So there's a whole engraving of him.
Yeah.
There's a whole engraving of him and it's bumpy.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got like the whole bas relief of his left arm kind of
Yeah. I'm seeing kind of a Wile E. Coyote type thing happen here.
Stop
Yeah.
hanging over midair, holding a little sign up.
Yeah.
Started the hip slide.
Yep.
Snagged on an elbow and kind of went.
All right, so we'll put you prone on top of the sarcophagus.
I guess. That seems fair.
All right, what can you do from prone on top of a sarcophagus?
How close am I to it?
You got one square between the two of you.
Well, then I'm still slashing it, and I already made that.
No, you got a whole open square between the two of you. I don't think your sword has reach. Got
Avalanche
something you can
throw.
throw?
Yep, I sure do. Wait, what did you? Oh, sorry, stupid Mac. Hang on, I'm back. Javelin throw.
Yeah.
Here I go.
When Nora and Mildred go, wait, no!
All right. Good enough. That is good enough for a hit. You sort of clumsily roll. You're prone on top of the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that next time.
Hucking a javelin sidearm. There we go. All right, good stuff. Let's see what we got here.
I should have a drink. Why am I not? For Christmas, Chaz got me a cleaning lady.
That's awesome.
Does he want
It's
to marry
not
me
just-
too?
What?
Would he marry me too?
People do?
Winona, you notice when your javelin sticks into it, that your javelin actually like gets slurped down into it.
What?
Uh,
No!
oh, now it's made her angry.
Snow cries out in horror and fury.
Rack, it's your turn. I've made the warrior mad. I've made the barbarian mad. This is not going to end well for my mimic.
So Rag holds up his magical maul and looks at it, and then looks at the chest, and then looks at Snow, and then he puts the maul down and fires a firebolt instead.
Watch the hair.
9 versus AC. Yikes.
Plaff! There's a little flash as the firebolt splashes into the wall next to what's her name? God, Mildred.
Ugh.
Blam!
Ah!
Loud noise, small explosion. It's gonna be Lenora and then Mildred.
Oh wait, Mildred goes, put that thing away, you're gonna get us all killed.
There you go. Lenora, it's magnetically sealed. I already tried it.
Sorry. Lenora kind of just wants to kick the box. But instead, she will go ahead and try and stab it with her sword, but like down near the base, not.
Oh, you got a sword?
I'm sorry. No, I don't have a sword. I'm sorry, flail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So swing the flail kind of like underhanded and try and get it right down there near the floor, away from the whole like chompy eat my weapon part.
Right. What do you know about mimics?
Nothing. Well, they eat javelins. I know that.
Can I first do a monster knowledge check?
Yes. Monster knowledge checks
Are a
are a free action. Everyone sing
A
along.
bonus action.
Hasn't anyone
Yes.
read Hogwarts: A History?
Mhm.
No,
Thanks,
just you.
thanks, Hermione.
Jenny, you're a little quiet.
I don't actually know how to roll this.
Well, mimics are
Should I actually roll something?
yes.
Oh shoot, that was not what I meant.
In 4th edition, it would be Arcana or Dungeoneering, but I don't know what the right thing is for it right here.
Nature?
It's
I was planning to roll Arcana on it until you forced me to roll something else.
Investigation? Perception?
Perception will let you deduce from first principles, but this would be
It's an arcane creature, I'd say. I mean,
We've already figured out it's not a box.
it's pretty weird looking. I would allow Arcana.
Sure, I can roll Arcana.
Fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
Lenora.
Huh?
Fake it till you make it.
That's an 11.
This is definitely not a normal box. And what you notice is that the javelin is actually getting sucked into the wooden surface on the top.
No.
Want to hit it anywhere with my weapon. Is what I'm.
Yeah, you're perceiving that all of the surfaces are sticky.
Okay.
Ah!
In which case, I have no idea what to do.
Well, you can hurt it, but it's gonna.
I don't want it to steal my flail.
That's probably a good. Yeah.
But I also have a javelin. So, I'm going to stab it with my javelin. And just let it eat the javelin.
Okay. You do, in fact, stab it with the javelin. It grabs on. You can let go of the javelin, or you can be grappled, and it'll have advantage against you on the next attack.
No, I'm going to let go of the javelin. Is there like a shift? There's not a shift. If I move out of the way, it's going to have an opportunity attack, right?
No, there's specifically something. Well, you've used your action to attack.
Right.
So there's move, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm still going to back up a square,
Okay.
just sort of into the corner there. It can go ahead and try and hit me if it wants.
Yeah, I think it's going to try to lash back out at you with its pseudopod. Florp, 17 versus AC.
No, actually. My AC is 18, isn't it? I think.
Your AC is 17?
Wait,
She is a paladin.
True.
Chris!
Nice.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull my character thing back up. Yeah, AC of 18.
Okay, it misses.
Ow.
So I successfully back up. And I'm done.
Very well. It'll be Mildred, then Cole, then Carradwin.
Okay. I am definitely not in the middle of reloading the app. I'm just, a person who talks really slowly,
That happened
as
to me.
everybody knows about me. Mildred.
I do.
Mildred
Does
would like
anybody
to
else
do...
know that?
I also know it.
Mildred would like to do a monster knowledge check as well.
Oh, thank God.
Not that she doesn't trust you or anything.
Oh,
it's just
God,
that she
please
thinks
don't
you're
trust me.
wrong. And as soon as this thing loads, then that can happen. Sorry, guys. I think Lori and Anthony might be uploading a wedding video at the same time that I'm trying to play on their internet connection, so it's really slow. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Arcana we decided on? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. That should have rolled it. 22.
Mimics live and hunt alone, occasionally share their feeding grounds with other creatures, and they have sort of a raw predatory intelligence that causes them to take the shape of things that people are likely to want to touch, or prey is likely to want to touch. Their bite can corrode skin and anything that's not well protected. They seem to manufacture some sort of natural acid.
Yikes.
And they're in their natural form, they're just sort of an amorphous, sticky blob.
Is that good enough for me to ask a specific question?
Go ahead. What do you want to know about a mimic?
If I touch it, is the acid going to burn my hand or allow it to slurp me in?
If you touch it, it is going to... mimics will adhere to just about anything that touches them.
So I can't use a touch attack?
You can, but you'll probably get grappled, right? You'll then need to come up with a way to escape it, or come up with a way to make it want to let you go.
Well, so the one I wanted to use is the one where it can't take reactions if I hit.
Which spells that?
I believe it's Shocking Grasp. It's a cantrip. Yeah, Shocking Grasp.
So it's already
Can't
taken...
take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Well, when you've done Shocking Grasp before, did it char the flesh of whatever you touched, where you touched it?
It was a skeleton, so I can't answer that question.
What about in the past?
Well, because I have definitely totally done that spell like a whole lot, because I have like lots of experience doing all kinds of spells, and that was definitely not the only time I've ever used it. But right. I can't remember what happened before right at this particular moment.
Mildred, I think it's up to you whether you think you can make it want to let you go or not.
Well, I'm saying that it shouldn't get to try and grab me if the whole point of the attack is that it stops reactions.
I think JR's point is that it's not so much grabbing you as it is sticky.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, then I guess I will do something else. But I can't select my token. There it is. Okay. Let's do Firebolt. Because it works so well for Rack. 17 versus AC.
Okay. That's good. Noah, refresh my memory on ranged attacks at point blank.
I'll check on it. One sec.
It's already made one opportunity attack. Surely it doesn't get one against in every turn.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, I was also going to try and move.
It might get one just because you shot a ranged spell at it at point blank. No, you know what? It's that you have. Oh, this is why I got to look that up again. I apologize. I am still rusty on some of this stuff. Oh.
So if I'm reading this correctly, an opportunity attack is a type of reaction. If you take a reaction, you can't take another one until the start of your next turn.
Okay, here we go. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you're within 5 feet of the hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated.
Yeah, so you would probably not try to shoot something with it right next to you.
Well, I can, if you'll let me roll it back, I can try and take my move first, or we can just call that a lesson learned. I can try and move now, like my token. Oh, shice.
I'll let you roll it back. And you're saying that opportunity attacks are once per round, right?
It looks that way to me.
What page are you looking at?
Same page. It's 195.
Under reactions, which refers you then to 195. 195.
Yeah, you can make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of reach. So you make the opportunity attack, you use your reaction to make one melee attack against the provoking creature.
A reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind which can occur on your turn or someone else's. The opportunity attack is the most common type of reaction. When you take a reaction, you can't take another one until the start of your next turn.
So
okay, so he's already taken an opportunity attack against Lenora. So you're in the clear. You can move to wherever you like.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm trying to move my token and I'm having a little bit of difficulty.
I can move you. Where do you want to go?
Well, my plan was actually to scramble up on top of that sarcophagus next to Snow.
Good plan.
I like it.
Yeah. And then Mildred's going to kind of wipe the side of her face with her hand like, it licked me! Ew!
What a tertial reaction.
It's
Tercio would have used the entire turn to cast a Scroll of Fastidious on himself.
yeah, probably.
And then the firebolt, and then I'm done.
Cool. Firebolt is legit. Cole, you're up. Caradwin and the Mimic get to go next.
Okay. And a firebolt hit.
I think so.
Yeah, the firebolt did.
Okay. Cole is going to pull out his crossbow and shoot the Mimic. 7 piercing.
It slurps in a very upsetting way at your crossbow bolt.
Ew.
I'm going to use my action surge.
Very upsetting to say the least.
to snatch this torch off the wall here.
It's a metal sconce, but you can grab it.
Can I? I'm not sure what you mean.
It's an oil lamp. It's not a wooden torch in the sense. It's a sort of a metal oil lamp full of oil and a wick and a flame.
Even better.
So glad I backed off of that thing.
Move in and break the oil lamp, the flaming oil lamp on top of it.
Break is tricky, but okay.
Hit it with the lamp hard enough that it breaks.
Okay, swing an improvised object at it.
That's just a straight D20 plus strength.
I think so, unless you went to a monastery and learned to fight with lamps.
Funny thing about that, I did.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, no.
You sort of swoosh at it, but it sees or maybe smells the flame, and its form sort of bubbles out of the way as you jab at it. You're being a little too careful about not touching it with your own hand. Or something like that.
I don't know if there is such a thing as being too careful not to touch the horrifying acidic javelin-eating box with your hand.
I need a new javelin.
You can get your old one back.
I need a new duck.
Don't get it from here. Caradwin, it's your turn.
Okay, so we established that it's already taken all of its reactions and I can move there without harming myself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Or I guess 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
But
It is a creature of poor cunning. And it's going to come after you, Caradwin, because you're the one what zapped it last. Cole, you may take a reaction if you like.
I'd like to swing the lamp at it again.
Okay. Okay. You hit it real good with that lamp. Roll D4 for the bludgeoning.
Should I get my strength bonus on that?
Yeah, you do.
So that's a 5.
Okay. So it's going to take 5 bludgeoning, and you notice that as soon as you hit, the whole thing just sort of marshmallows around the lamp. It does start to crack, and oil gushes and lights, but it just sort of absorbs it. You do see it catch fire, so I will account for some flame damage here. And I'm assuming you're going to let the lamp go?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It has the lamp totally grappled and swallows it. And then it moves over to Caradwin, and it tries to lick you with its pseudopod.
Ew.
That's
Second base.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
oh boy.
Oh, that's bad.
It just double critted. So it doesn't have advantage, but it's gonna get 15 bludgeoning damage on you, and the big purple tongue just sort of wraps around your thigh.
Ah!
And even more troubling, when the tip of the tongue comes around the thigh, instead of like just looping around, it gets the other part of the tongue and merges like taffy.
Oh, God.
Ah!
What is
And
this?
now there's just a loop of purple pseudopod around your thigh, tugging insistently.
Ah!
Nas, you're up. Someone's licking the druid.
Nas bounds into the room. Oh, it's kind of crowded. Firstly into the room. And says, oh my God, guys, did I hear that there's a...
Slurp.
Yeah, I found it.
And then she's going to do an Arcana check to see how that sentence ends. Darn, I was really hoping to trounce the other one.
It's a mimic. Mimics can see in the dark.
I've always wanted to see one of these in person. Did you guys
I have
ask me
not.
its name?
Mimics can see in the dark, and one of the kind of important things about that is right. Well, that was dumb. One of the other important things about the way they shape change is that you can tell that the really, really sharp teeth that you see are not actually teeth. They're just the goo formed into the shape and consistency of teeth.
The better we understand this monster, the more I hate it.
Which will be, comforting when the crush pressure of its, well, it doesn't really have jaws, is the thing. You're getting the picture.
Ugh.
Nas is going to blast some fire at it, specifically at the root of the tongue, if possible, or thereabouts, or the thing that looks like a tongue, the pseudopod.
Okay. You willing to take disadvantage for a called shot?
Yes.
Okay.
17 versus AC.
Very good. That'll do damage straight to the part that's got Caradwin grappled, and it's going to involuntarily release Caradwin for a moment.
Thank you.
Roar at you.
Sorry. I like my friends is all. Can we talk later?
It roars at you some more, incoherently, and it's Snow's turn. We're back at the top of the order. Snow, Rack, Lenora, Mildred, and so on.
All right. Well, first, gonna make an athletics check and get down off this sarcophagus.
You can get down off the sarcophagus, no problem.
I can?
Yep, it's so you're prone up top there because you kind of fell over. So it'll be half your move to get unproned, but I don't see any way you're going to use up all your move anyway. So
Perfect. Is its tongue still hanging out?
no, it's withdrawn its tongue, but you can attack other parts of it. There's plenty of parts dangling and poking.
Then let's do it.
So it's not wrapped around Mildred anymore?
No.
Nope.
Caradwin.
I'm sorry, Caradwin.
All right, slashing attack.
Yeah. Roar.
And I should still have some of my move left, right?
Yeah.
Want to grab my javelin.
I think that's an action.
Ah,
So, Snow, where did you get down to? Which
I'm
side?
right beside it.
Okay.
In front of it. Yeah, right there. And I hit it good. Not great, but good.
So the open part and the tongue that you saw as it sort of formed the square box with sort of an open mouth thing are still facing Caradwin, but you've got this creeping feeling that raises the hairs on the back of your neck that even though its quote-unquote back is towards you, you now have all of its attention. Rack, it's your turn.
Did it grapple her greatsword?
It did. You are grappled.
I'm grappled?
Yes, it's holding on to your sword.
That's fine, because I've got the other end of it.
Yeah, just want to make it clear that you now are both holding the sword that you own.
Okay.
Rack, it's holding on to Snow's sword.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do here.
Can I recommend something that doesn't include lightning?
Let's see.
Because I can turn into a frog, and you know what happens to frogs when they get hit by lightning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brian.
Sorry.
Is it something I should not Google?
I can't get out of the way of this stupid thing.
I don't
No,
know.
it's a reference to the X-Men movie.
Got it.
Joss wrote a terrible line in a movie once.
Yeah.
It's a decent
It was
line.
a good line
You're
if they
correct.
delivered it the way you wrote it.
Yeah.
So, instead of hitting the sticky, horrible thing, I think Rack is going to do a thunderclap. Oh, shit. No, I'm not. Sorry, I just what that meant.
Just roll with it, Jenny. It's going to be awesome.
Each creature other than you.
No, I'm not. Presumably, David actually knows that about this spell, and I do not. You know,
Okay,
be a good guy here.
fair enough.
There's nowhere I can get to where I'm not at disadvantage for this whatever roll.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can stand over next to me.
Has it already taken an opportunity attack this round?
It has not.
This.
If you move away from it, you're going to take an opportunity attack anyway.
Fine, let it attack me. I'm gonna try and get over here.
All right. 12 versus AC.
I have no idea if that hits Rack or not. Hang on a second.
It's probably the middle bar. 15.
Is that what that middle bar means?
Yeah.
15 is his AC.
So 12 doesn't hit. You are not grappled.
Good to know.
It
Okay.
flails at you, but you move cleverly past the sword so that it has to try to cut itself to get at you.
Why would we even have the spell Thunderclap?
It's really useful.
Is it?
Totally.
Eldritch Blast the thing then.
Mimics no thunderclap.
Wait, what? Tremendous 3 force damage.
I think I caught Thunderclap from a Frost Giant once.
Hey, once.
Twice.
Yeah, you zap it with the spell, and it immediately just 1 second it's there, and the next second it's like a rain cloud has just fallen, and there's a thin puddle of watery purple Kool-Aid on the floor with 2 javelins and an oil lamp in it.
Ah.
Keep hitting it!
No, there's nothing there but a puddle of Kool-Aid on the floor.
Well, that was horrible.
That was pretty gross.
Awesome.
Definitely one of the most disturbing combats ever.
All right, cross that one off my DM bucket list.
Mildred climbs down off of Brogar's marble legs here and kind of pats it.
Caradwin's kind of trying to wipe the gunk off of her trousers.
Ugh. So much gunk.
Is there anything else in the room?
We're gonna have
Well,
to
there's
open
this
our office,
tomb.
aren't we?
I mean, this is the tomb we came for, yeah?
Yep.
Is there anything remaining of it that we can collect and examine?
You could scoop up some Kool-Aid if you've got something to carry it in.
Egon, your mucus.
Is there anything
Yeah.
around the room I could carry it in, like that oil lamp?
You could empty out the oil lamp and scoop up some purple goo. Yeah.
I don't want to know what you're gonna do with that.
I would like to do exactly that.
I
Um,
want to know who's going to put on the short shorts and raid the tomb.
Nas, do you wear gloves?
Not normally.
Okay.
Would you put on gloves if you were about to pick up a bunch of horrible purple goo that just tried to kill everyone you know?
Well, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm going to, use the lamp to scoop it.
Ah, okay.
Scooping.
Yeah, you scoop it in and you hear sort of a sizzling noise as it burns away the last of the oil. You think you've probably got a good way to cram the stopper back in, and as long as you push the wick all the way down, it probably won't let more than a couple drops out while you carry it.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is
what
this is
else
why
is Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What else is in the room?
The sarcophagus and one working oil lamp.
So Mildred wanted to take a rubbing of the inscription by the sarcophagus.
Okay.
So like, hey, this is Brogar's burial, blah, blah, blah.
Here is the final, this is on the wall. It says, here is the final resting place of the great warrior Brogar.
Yeah. Mildred makes a rubbing of that with the paper and the charcoal sticks that she has.
Cool.
I think we should check this room to see if there's any hidden features, traps or otherwise, because this place has been pretty tricky.
So I have a terrible question. Should we open the sarcophagus?
Jenny, did you hear what I said?
What?
I think we should check this room for traps and other hidden features because this place has been full of stuff like that.
Yes, let's do that too.
Let's do that before we.
So,
Before we
investigation,
open anything.
rolls, I think. Yes, Chair?
Yes.
If only I was good at investigation.
So here's an investigation roll for Mildred. And let me see if Rack has investigation. He has 0 in investigation.
So do I, but I got a 16.
He was not so lucky. He rolled a 7.
Rock just stands looking at the corner.
My investigation is miserable. I'm not going to throw my hat into this ring.
He's too busy sweet talking to his maul about how he would never hit the horrible purple goo with his beautiful maul.
Okay. Cole, you find some seams on the south wall that look like there might be some sort of recessed or concealed door, but you don't find anything that looks like an opening mechanism anywhere in the room.
Okay. Doesn't hurt to roll, I guess. Doesn't help to roll, I guess. But,
Karen, when you scrape your knuckle punching one of the stones in the wall to see if it's the mechanism to open the door.
That's not it.
So let me guess, it's this square here?
Which square where? Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Lenora, the more you inspect this place, the more you start to think about the whole room and how it's kind of low rent for something that's supposed to be the entire reason this place was constructed.
Right?
It does seem kind of titchy and off to the side a bit.
So if we open the sarcophagus, is there something in there, maybe?
A staircase.
Well, has found traps, right?
You did not detect any traps, although with Cole's thorough search of the room and also Lenora's sort of architectural digest of the room, you guys have sort of convinced yourself that there's not very many other places in the room that could be a trap. In other words, you detect no traps.
All right. Guys, I have detected no traps. I think that the remaining place we should check for traps is inside the sarcophagus.
Nas is a little confused. Does that mean you detected the lack of traps, or you did not find any? Never mind.
Yes.
He's still thinking about it.
We didn't detect that the traps we thought were there were there.
However, there may still be traps that we didn't think were there.
Which we also didn't detect were there, but which might be there.
Right, so what's in the sarcophagus?
What's in the box?
Now.
Anybody?
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Opening the box.
Yeah, who's going to do that?
I opened the last box.
Well, I will volunteer to do so, but Snow is probably more capable at lifting.
Yeah. What do I got to do? Strength, athletics, Sam
So-
opening it.
Snow and Caradwin to take the lid off.
Yep.
Can I put your tokens at the head and foot?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. You guys heave the lid up, sort of slide it down onto the floor, and it is an empty box. There's a thin layer of dust. There's a worker's chisel that's been left behind. The handle's basically rotted to sawdust. It's empty. There ain't nothing here. No treasure, no body, no nothing.
Could someone with better investigation skills than me come over and make sure it's truly empty?
You can take a shot at it.
You can always look.
All right. It's going to be bad. Here we go.
This is gonna be good.
Mildred's gonna warm up a fireball in case it turns out to be another mimic. Oh,
It's bad.
You scrape your knuckle, punching the bottom to see if it makes a hollow bonging noise. It doesn't make a hollow bonging noise. It's solid rock.
Okay.
It makes a thwack and a cracking sound.
Snow, you've got the same investigation score that I do. So
I
it's
know.
just luck of the draw sometimes.
But go on.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the chisel
Mm-hmm.
and try and see if I can use it to pry the seams open.
There's no handle, but the edges are pretty blunt. You do succeed in getting the chisel into one of the crevices, but it just sort of gets jammed there.
So what was the thing that he found before?
He thinks there's a secret door there on the south wall, but there's no sign of an opening mechanism on this side.
Here, I'll roll dungeoneering, I guess, to see if I can figure out, like, how there would be a counterweight.
Is there dungeoneering?
Or isn't there?
I don't see dungeoneering on the list.
Okay, sorry. I guess I won't roll that.
should roll animal handling. That's bound to help.
Mildred can roll investigation. I mean, she's got a little bit.
Yeah, none of us have.
Everybody can.
Anybody can.
The worst thing that could happen is that you'll get nothing.
Yep.
Mildred, what were you looking for?
A kitty, apparently.
You don't find the kitty.
Yeah.
Lenora.
Yes. It's a double-digit number.
It is a double-digit number. Yeah. No, you guys become increasingly convinced that the hinges of the latching mechanism are somehow flush or recessed on the back side of this door.
Can we try like pulling on the other oil lamp or looking for a switch somewhere?
Sure, you can pull on the oil lamp or investigate for a switch.
Mildred will do that.
Hi, Kat.
I'll
Sorry.
attempting to help.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yay, helping!
Yay, helping.
Cole,
If
you
there's a switch, I found it.
Yeah,
Cole,
right?
you snap off the lamp and burn your fingers on the other oil lamp, trying to pull it like a switch. Lenora goes up and finds behind one of the supports on the lamp, someone has carefully poured and packed a bunch of mortar into what used to be a switch mechanism of some sort.
Huh.
Way to go, Cole!
Cole, you were spot on. You found the switch for sure. It's probably gonna have a blister on your finger later.
I'll take that 1 point of damage.
For all it's worth, yeah.
So does this make the switch non-functional?
Completely. It's like they put epoxy in a door lock.
So we're gonna have to blow up the wall.
It's always an option.
I don't have anything that can blow up a wall, but what was that?
That was Winona's phone buzzing.
No, my phone is
It was my phone buzzing.
Oh, it was Noah's phone buzzing.
Does anyone have anything that can blow up a wall?
That's my phone.
Well, do you mean generally or on purpose?
On purpose in kind of an aimed, directed manner.
I don't know.
I don't think I have any forms that could dig through rock.
Yeah.
Do we have any
Well-
spells that would help?
I mean, like scorching ray, chromatic orb.
Don't you guys have like open or anything like that?
I don't.
Knock?
Does Rack? Maybe not. I know
Did
he
you
had a
say
bunch
they'd
of-
done? Did you say they'd mortared over it?
Yeah, they've packed mortar or concrete or something into the basically into the mechanism.
You can always come back later.
I guess. I mean, it might be one of those things where we have to sort of wrap around somehow.
I had a boyfriend like that once.
Wow.
Aw.
Well played, sir. All right. But at least you can say you killed the mimic.
Yes.
We can say that because we did.
And broke a pair of oil lamps.
Well,
Well, we know that the thing is there.
All right. Do you guys want to try and look around the rest of the?
Well, the only thing that we haven't really explored is the part that's marked on the map as like
Kirby bones.
scary undead things.
Yeah, it's the big
Bones to walk.
big boss room.
Well, and then the room at the top of the spiral ramp you haven't been in yet.
Yeah.
Did the map show a room up there?
Yes.
I
Oh.
assumed it was a room for holding the big ball that had to roll down the.
I've got big balls.
Mm.
Well, should we go do that room before we do the bones walk?
Yes.
Okay. We're off to see the wizard.
All right.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. Okay, let me mess around with the vision blocking layers. Why don't you guys move your tokens up to the north end of the big octagonal room?
Oh, there's
And-
also the other room to the southwest.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to
Say
force
that
your
like
hand or
we see
anything.
any of these
To the
rooms.
south. The southwest?
Look at the map.
Oh, yeah.
oh, where Nas and Mildred are.
No, look at
That's
the.
the big octagonal room. He means in the southwest of
Oh,
the big
oh, oh.
octagonal room.
I was mixing up east and west because sometimes that happens. Where the log, are those pillows? What's on the floor there?
I appear not to be a light source.
And I'm going to assume that we're, automatically going to look at the map and avoid things that are marked as traps on the map.
Totes.
Yeah.
We have yet to detect any traps on purpose, but I'm sure we could detect a few more with our faces.
Yeah, just scrape your face all over the floor there, Nas.
My face is 100% focused on my base of awesome. Mildred, you want to poke it? You want to poke it?
She totally pokes it.
So we go into the southwest then.
think so.
Okay.
Let me find my notes. Hey, look at that. Hey, it's the whole sick crew. Lenora, Mildred, you guys have are standing in front of a couple of little wooden fence things that the kobolds have erected.
Yep.
And you can see that they've piled up another barricade against the wall. And there's a bunch of blood all over the floor.
Oh, good.
Mildred takes a step back and says, okay, it's somebody else's turn to go first.
So you want to take this one or shall I?
I'll head over.
I'll back you up.
Cool.
I'm here too.
You guys are awesome. Such a great team.
Barricade covered with blood, splashed with blood.
Blood.
And splashed with blood, bloody kobold footprints, and some other sort of hard to distinguish bloody, I'll call them tracks.
Okay, I'll roll nature to see if I can discern anything about said blood and or tracks.
Okay.
Please
Can I
do.
move your token into the octagonal room?
Absolutely.
Should I grab Rack as well?
Sure.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
I think he would.
Is that nature or survival? It's probably nature, right?
Yeah, tracking footprints, that's nature.
Well, tracking is survival.
Oh, well then let's do survival.
All right, so nature is intelligence, is off of intelligence, and survival is off of wisdom.
Let's go with survival.
All right. So 13.
All right. Just a second. There was a fight here. It rained. Yes. You see in the blood, which you think is kobold blood, hints of the tracks of either one or two kobolds, and the other scratches and scrapes, when you squint at them and hold the light up and look, sort of look roughly the size of dwarf's feet, but they're sort of scraggly and indistinct, like maybe dwarves who are walking barefoot.
Dwarves who were walking barefoot?
That's what you're getting. Dwarves with really calloused
get
feet who are walking barefoot. There was a fight here. Only kobold blood appears to have been spilled.
Okay.
And then the dwarves sort of milled around for a little while. And the last footprints you have are them tromping off sort of in the eastward direction. Or westward direction, sorry.
Into the small room on the map?
Yeah, over in this direction, towards the doorway.
Wait, which direction? I wasn't looking.
West, towards the west doorway.
Okay.
I think you guys, especially those of you who are on Twitter today, might appreciate knowing that after JR has been all like, oh, I'm so excited to run this combat, and I was all like, oh no, JR is excited to run this combat. Mark just texted me to be all like, so what happened? Did you die?
You guys always ask me if I won, and I tell them to shut up.
The answer is always yes.
Well, that's what I've explained, but I'm not going to explain it anymore.
Okay. Well, you know what? Next time, tell him no, and tell him Vegas has you as a 7-point underdog next week too. And tell him I hold all the bets.
Okay, so now you gonna break down this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking to me, right?
Crash the boom.
All right. Can I great sword it?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Move you right up here into the
Thank
thick of
you.
things.
Where did it go? Oh, it didn't click.
Oh yeah.
I think she hit it.
Yeah.
Smash the hell out of it. Slats and sticks and rubble go flying, and the kobold-made barricade is no more,
Excellent.
revealing a fairly smooth wall with footprints emerging from it.
Hmm.
That seems suspicious.
Should we check for secret passages?
I think in light of the map evidence of a secret passage, that would be
Rock has a
investigative.
ball. Should he hit the wall?
Sorry. Ignore that I just did that.
Cole sort of massages his knuckles and his wounded pride, walks up to the door, puffs up his chest, and says, "Guys, relax. The switch is right here." Punches the wall and scrapes his other knuckles. Cole, that's not the switch.
That's another hit point.
Lenora sees a little trickle of blood from where Cole's bloody knuckles hit, slides into a little crack, pushes the stone under the one Cole punched. The door swings open.
I mean,
Paul, you are being super helpful to me tonight. Thank you.
God darn it.
What?
Okay, I got the vision blocking layers wrong. So I'm going to
bet
have
the
to...
mimic could have told us where that was without anybody getting hurt. That's right, little guy. Couldn't you have? You're not sleeping with it, Ray.
I've moved Lenora's token into the passage so that you guys can sort of see where it is. Can you all see what Lenora sees?
like 3 squares in front of her.
Yeah, there's just a... what kind of door is that anyway? Oh, it doesn't say. Sounds like wood banded with iron to me. Yeah, there's a wooden door banded with iron in front of you there, Lenora.
Okay. Anyone object to me opening it?
No, go ahead.
Sweet.
Right. Door.
The door swings open freely.
Well, that's suspicious.
No.
Is
Anyone coming with me?
that...
We're thinking.
Move your tokens as you will. A tiny 10 by 20 foot chamber sits off the main room. It's unlit. But when you get your light sources in there and look around, you see a pair of dark basalt sarcophagi crouched down in the corners. The lids have been heaved off of each one, but still bear recognizable names on the basically on little banners over the sort of half statue that they put on the lids. The names are Bayigi and Baalki Winterhelm.
Can you spell those for me?
Bulky?
I can. I'll paste them into chat for you guys. Yeah, Balki.
Like
Dwarven name.
perfect strangers?
So can we do the noise?
No, Balki Winterhelm. Please try to pay attention.
Now we are so happy. We did the dance of joy.
Hup, 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 huppa.
My lady friend has never seen Perfect Strangers and doesn't understand anything about it.
What?
Okay.
Larry, cousin Larry Appleton.
Where was
You guys watch Masters of None? Did she get the joke when the thing happened and they wanted to redo it with 2 Indian guys?
We're 2 episodes in. I don't think we've gotten that far.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
The
Spoiler alert for this show eventually becomes Perfect Strangers?
Well, it didn't. I don't want to. Masters of None is really good.
No, No, it's okay.
I just caution you, Chris. You're watching it with your lady friend. Okay.
Okay, so the engraving in this room is pretty plain. The stonework is very fine, but undistinguished. I guess a better way to put it would be expensive, but paid for by someone with boring tastes. And both coffins are empty.
Are they open?
Yeah, the lids have been heaved off. They're sitting on the floor.
The bones walk. What are these two? Are these just numbers on the floor by Lenora? It looks like a Roman number 2.
That's the number 11. That's for the DM to know which room description to read.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
The map is not the territory, dude.
I wonder if we killed it.
The mimic?
Sorry, I'm still talking about the mimic.
Okay.
Well, we did kind of like if we didn't kill it, then I feel like JR lied to us because he made a very big deal about how it was definitely dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it's JR.
Okay, so obviously the kobolds found this room and either like got killed by the things in the tombs they tried to loot, or looted it. Either way, this room is kind of useless now.
If there's nothing here, then why would there be bloody footprints leading out, but then barricades on top of it that were still intact? I think we should look for secret doors or openings or whatever in this little area.
Okay.
Lenora, walk us through your theory of the crime again.
Well, I figured they came in to loot it, right?
Yeah.
And either got more than they bargained for and ran away, bleeding, right? Hence the bloody footprints leading out. But whatever it is isn't here anymore. Whatever it is that attacked them isn't here anymore.
So I'm with you right up until the last bit, because if whatever it was attacked them isn't here, then where did it go?
Well, see, this time I only rolled an 8. So I don't know.
Because they tried to barricade something in.
Oh dear.
Well, and that thing is obviously a kitty, ferocious ghost cat, which we can't see.
Yeah, Mildred, you're starting to become convinced that the barricade was actually put up by the undead dwarves so that no one would figure out they were undead.
Yes. And a cat. Yes.
Well, what are you searching for?
What am I searching for?
Yeah.
My pride. No, I heard Mildred's theory that something must be up in here for the kobolds to put the barrier up.
Yeah.
There should have either been something still here or evidence that something was here. Because the way this looks like they came in, they ran out, whatever it was followed them, but then for some reason they built a barricade on top of the now empty room that they knew was empty. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm looking for evidence that something was here or that there's something here that we haven't seen.
Cole, you search the room top to bottom, seam to seam. You don't find anything. you're trying to put yourself in the frame of mind of a kobold here, and you're coming up blank.
Maybe kobolds are suspicious bastards who, having seen bad things come out of this room, thought there might be more bad things coming out of this room. I mean, kobolds aren't that smart.
True.
You've successfully put yourself in the mind of a kobold and come up blank.
So Lenora,
Yes.
the Winter Helms, do you know anything about them?
Is this something I should also remember from the whole I know stuff about Darg?
You remember seeing a few rooms away a statue of a guy that claimed to be first of the Winter Helms.
Okay.
So these guys were probably relatives of his. Let's see. Yeah, you saw the statue marked Grandfather Jonas the Brave, Father to Brogi, and first of the Winterhelm clan.
Father to Brogi. Is Balky Brogi's bride?
So you know, yeah, you see the name. You remember the name Brogi from the other room. These two coffins are marked Beigi and Balki.
Oh.
Bingo.
Maybe Brogi's sons, daughters, non-specified children.
Kin of some sort. Yeah, at this point, the only thing you can deduce is that that whoever was in charge of making sure Beigi and Balki got buried had some, had a little money, but pretty boring tastes compared to whoever was in charge of Jonas and Brogi and those folks. So, I guess kinfolk, but
so you're saying Bragi and Balki had boring burials?
Beigi and Balki had boring burials.
Oh boy.
Barely.
But Brogar went big. Blew it all on basalt and baubles.
We should tell Bubbles
We should tell Bubbles.
about the basalt and baubles that Brogar went big on while Balky and Beigi went broke.
We should stop now.
It is 10:03.
It is 10.
Oh, I didn't mean that, but
I think she was complaining about the alliteration. I can't imagine.
nah, I mean, on the one hand, is one ever complaining about alliteration?
No.
No. Have mercy.
Okay. So next week maybe the bones walk, or we figure out there's got to be a secret passage in this room.
Yeah, I mean, Lenora is right up there with she's finding Mildred convincing here.
On the other hand, Mildred is also like, it was built by a kitty because my investigation roll was a critical fail. So that is Jenny the player's theory. Mildred's theory was briefly plausible, and then she went, oh no, wait, that couldn't have happened because of the flirs.
At which point Lenora goes, hang on, I need to rethink everything. Does the 17 do me any better?
You're looking for what again? Secret rooms? Secret doors?
Secret room, secret passages,
Um,
latches,
yeah.
hints.
You're starting to convince yourself that this is as plain and square and unadorned a room as you're likely to find in this dungeon. You're
JR's all like, how many times do I have to tell you guys it's boring and there's nothing here?
We don't believe you.
you've come close to exhausting every possible avenue of search.
Wait,
That's
that means
true.
there's
We have
more
not yet
avenue.
blown up the entire room.
He went to like all this trouble to tell us about the bloody footprints coming from this room.
Yeah, so how can there be nothing?
Because everything left.
No, I don't believe it.
It's not so much the bloody footprints as it is the fact that they then barricaded.
That they then barricade. Whatever this is invisible and terrible.
I'm telling you, it's because kobolds are dumb.
All of these things can be true.
That is also true.
Cole, how dumb are kobolds?
They would barricade the barn door after the undead came out of it.
That's pretty dumb.
Who buys it?
Well, it's where the undead were coming from, so it makes sense.
Who keeps undead in a barn, honestly? Were you raised in a crypt?
All right, we're gonna call
Okay,
it. And
are we
continue
calling
the
it?
investigation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. Super fun.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.